What up, Wolfman fans? It's me, the Wolfman, coming back to you with another video here on the 3rd of July, specifically because it is the 3rd of July and tomorrow is naturally the 4th of July. I'm not going to put out a video on the 4th of July. I don't expect you guys to be spending all your 4th of July, your Independence Day, watching YouTube. So I certainly wouldn't expect you to jump on YouTube just to tune in to me. So I put this video out today to hopefully, hopefully you'll see this today or maybe on the 5th. So whatever, whenever you watch it. All right. So look, as always, this is unscripted. This is all off the top of my head, but just some thoughts on Independence Day and this nation as a whole. I'm not going to get into necessarily specifics about one thing or another. We're just talking about this nation as it relates to patriotism, pride of, being proud to be an American and all that good stuff that comes along with Independence Day. Look, first off, and we all heard, months ago, them talking about if we could bring up the number of inoculated people who've gotten the vaccine, and bring down and flatten that curve of COVID, new COVID cases, or for that matter, COVID related deaths. If we could, level that out, get more people taking the vaccine, then maybe by 4th of July we could, have some small family get-togethers at our own house, just small groups, immediate families, stuff like that. Well, listen, if you think you need the government's permission to celebrate Independence Day, then you're obviously unclear on what independence is about. By the way, Trigger the dog. Hi, buddy. Everybody introducing Trigger. I think I've talked. Oh, and there's Maggie. My two puppies. Hey, buddy. Good boy. Hi, Maggie Bay. My two dogs. They're the best dogs of all time. Not that you asked, but Trigger here is a full-blood American Akita, and Maggie is a German Shepherd Husky mix, and they're honestly the sweetest, most loving, awesome dogs ever. But anyway, I didn't come here to talk about them. So, anyways, look, you don't need the government's permission to celebrate 4th of July. All you need to be is proud to be an American. As cheesy as that sounds, guys, you should be proud. The fact is, though, we have so many people in this country right now that are not proud to be the Americans. They're not proud of this nation. You guys might have seen the article that's come around about this Olympic shot putter in the the Olympic trials. So it's not the official Olympic Games. It's basically the pre-Olympics, the qualifiers. And she placed 3rd and decided that when they play the national anthem, that was a setup. And she was going to turn her back on the flag, turn her back on the anthem. And then she was going to get, pissy about it and, have an interview where she thinks it was disrespectful. What I find that didn't happen a lot, and thank you to everybody on Facebook and other whatever social media that you guys are actually making the effort to do this. Not everybody's recognizing the 1st and 2nd place winners. I don't remember the 2nd place, the silver medalist. I don't remember her name. The gold medalist, Deanna Price, very proud American. We shouldn't be paying attention, and that's part of the problem with all this. I'll get to that, but we should not be paying attention to this namby-pamby, butt-hurt, 3rd place, basically loser. You could say, oh, she's a 3rd place winner. No, she's a loser. 3rd place, I'm sorry, lost out to 1st and 2nd place. If you're not 1st, you're last, right? Especially if you're going to act like a baby in front of people and make it all about you, to include the playing of the national anthem, make that about you, which guarantee had something to do with racism or something like that. I don't know. I don't really care what she has to say because she's a whiny baby. She doesn't deserve to go to the Olympics. She doesn't deserve to represent this nation. Because yes, being an athlete and going to the Olympics is the pinnacle of your effort and all your hard work. But part of you going is you're representing your country. You are displaying yourself as, look, I'm the best athletically in whatever this particular sport I'm performing in. I'm the best this country has to offer. And I'm going to show the world that America has the best. That's what you're doing. She's not our best by any stretch of the imagination. Look, all of you guys that have a problem with the national anthem, you have a problem with the American flag, you have a problem with this nation. At this point, don't speak up about it and try to change it. Because I don't care about your concerns anymore. At one point, we might have been able to sit down and have an educated dialogue, a back and forth where we can discuss what the problem is and how we can fix it and make things better. At this point, you guys have gone off the deep end, and I don't want to have the discussion anymore. If you don't like this country, if you don't love this country, you have everybody, every red-blooded American patriot, you have every one of our permissions to pack up and leave and go somewhere more fitting. It seems like a simple solution to what you have turned into a complex problem. Go elsewhere. To all the red-blooded Americans out there, to the true patriots that either have in the past fought for this country or are planning to in the future go fight for this country, or even those of us have fought and are still willing to. All of you guys, I salute you. I hope you have a wonderful 4th of July with your family, your friends, your neighborhood, your entire town. Should be block parties. Should be fireworks. Barbecues and cookouts all over the place. Kids running around with sparklers, because that's what they do. Let's set off some fireworks, some bottle rockets, and some of those mortars. Let's celebrate what is indeed, without question, the greatest nation that has ever existed on the face of this earth. But let's also remember that there are people out there who are actively trying to destroy it. And a couple of those people are sitting in the 2 highest offices in this nation. Make no mistake about it. They're making efforts to destroy it. Now, you could say all day, no, they're there because of selfish reasons. They're there for themselves. Okay, you have a point. But here's the thing. Here's what I'm going to say. If you're not actively making an effort to stand up and support this nation and what is best for this country and build it strong and better for everybody, if you're trying to tear it down in any way, even if that's for a selfish purpose, you're actively trying to destroy it. Whether or not that's your end goal, that's what you're doing. And those 2 people, I'm not going to mention their names because you know what I'm talking about. They're doing it. We don't celebrate 4th of July to celebrate slavery. We don't celebrate 4th of July to celebrate gay pride or LGBTQ, LMNOP pride, whatever. We don't do that. Those idiots have an entire month. We're asking one day. We ask one day to go out in the streets, wave our flag, and show how we love this country and how we are Americans. Although, I will say this, you should be willing to do that every day. I fly a flag outside my house every day, proudly. I'm actually in the market to get a flagpole put in and raise that flag higher, let it flap in the breeze. And underneath it, I'll have the second most important flag, the Texas flag. Because you know me, I love my state. But anyways, I digress. Look, this is Independence Day, guys. We need to be celebrating like we've never celebrated before. We need to be celebrating Independence Day like we just won our independence. We need to show these absolute garbage individuals that walk around claiming this nation is inherently racist and that the people of this nation have some kind of an original sin because of slavery. By the way, that's not inherently American. It existed long before America, and it still exists outside of America. But y'all ain't ready to have that discussion. We're here to celebrate and show you guys that we are citizens, people of a wonderful country that we love, that we're willing to fight and die for. That flag means so much more than any one of us can put into words. But we try. We always do. And each time it's beautiful. Until you get the assholes who want to step on it, who want to burn it. I still think that should be made a offense somewhere along the equivalency of treason. I personally believe. That may be a little bit of a radical viewpoint, but that's how strongly I feel about it. Now, will I try to make that happen? Writing articles and trying to push that with some legislation? No. That's just something that hurts me, that makes me sick to see. But I go about my life quietly because I know that the people that are doing that are sad, unintelligent, just completely ignorant individuals. They need help. That the real Americans won't do that. And there's way, way more of us than there are of them. Let's show them how numerous we are. Let's show them that the majority, the true majority in this nation, black, white, Native American, and immigrants from the Middle East, from India, from Europe. We have a lot of immigrants from all over the world that have come here, got their citizenship. They are proud to be Americans more so than natural-born Americans, I truly believe. I invite every one of y'all that can truly call yourself an American to stand up and show that we're the majority. We're not this woke culture movement where everybody that's every man who's pretending to be a trigender dragon or whatever, where that should be accepted. We're not a part of that. That is lunacy that we should reject. The destruction of this nuclear family, where we praise single parent households, specifically single mother households, because we all know the patriarchal sexist men aren't worth shit apparently. But single mother households that raise thug children that go and they don't know any better but to break into people's houses and rob them at gunpoint. That's not us. That's not the majority. That is crazy people, and we need to reject that. Let's bring back some semblance of what America is. Strong families. Community. Helping one another. You see somebody stopped on the side of the road with their hazards on, stop and ask them, hey, can I help? That's what we need to get back to. Because that's who we are as Americans. We're good people. Or at least we try to be. Some of us fall short, but, nobody's perfect. But we try. And so, all you guys who try to be the best Americans that you can be, and all of you who love this nation like I do, raise that flag high on this Independence Day weekend. Raise it high all year round, but particularly high on the 4th of July. Spark up the grill, cook some hamburgers, some hot dogs, throw down some steaks, Hell, if you're spending all day today smoking some ribs in preparation for tomorrow, I applaud you. That's what I'm talking about. That's effort. Blow off some firecrackers. Sing that, was it Proud to Be an American song, which, by the way, I'm not a fan of that song. I think it's super cheesy, but I do appreciate where it's coming from. Okay, so throw on, I'll throw on Star Spangled Banner by either Boston or Jimi Hendrix. Nothing's more awesome than Star Spangled Banner played on electric guitar. And I'll crank it up to 11 and rip the knob off. That's how I feel about it. Every one of you should be doing the same. Don't listen to anybody saying you can't get together. If you're in another city, you're not in the great state of Texas. If you're in some place like Chicago or wherever where they still have these things where they tell you you can't get in these big groups, do it anyway. What are they going to do? Throw you in jail? Wrongful prosecution. Stand up and fight for your freedom. Not just as a human, just the human rights. Your freedom to express your love for the nation on its Independence Day. All of us should be doing this. Fighting hard for our beliefs, fighting hard for our rights, and then celebrating the nation that gave us those rights. And ignore the idiots who say otherwise. Show them how unimportant they are by not listening to them. Ignore them. It's like I said with the Olympic shot putter, who was all butthurt that she came in third place and had to listen to the Star Spangled Banner, God forbid. Ignore her. Who cares about that individual? Let them sit there and pout. And they can do it by themselves and not ruin a good time for the rest of us. The rest of us will go be having a great time, having a party, having some drinks, dancing, singing, blowing up firecrackers, eating steaks and burgers and whatnot off the grill, having a few beers, whatever, fishing, whatever you do on Independence Day. We'll be having a good time, loving our country and celebrating its existence. And you can sit over there and pout and cry silently to yourself because nobody cares. So who's with me? Who's up for having an awesome 4th of July? And who wants to sit in a corner and cry and sob quietly to yourself? The choice is yours. But anyway, that's really all I got. I just really wanted to say some things. I mean, honestly, dude, the absolute the absolute hatred that people have for this country, some people have for this country that they were born in, that this is their home, the disrespect to think that I went to the army to fight for that. I mean, you can argue all day long what we were doing overseas, whether or not it was truly defending this country or not, but I'm not even talking about that. My reason for going to the army was patriotic, was to serve this nation. And it makes me ill to see that people walking around saying such horrible things about this country that I love, and then refusing to leave. Try to talk bad about the country and then claim that they have the right to say what they say. It's sickening to see where this nation has gone. But this 4th of July, it's time to remember what's awesome about this nation and why we love it, why we love our home, and to celebrate it with friends and family. That's what this is about. So, like I said, run the colors high, throw us some fireworks, drink some beers, eat some burgers, play some music, and as always, as I said before, to all my true patriot brothers and sisters, I salute you, and I hope you have the best Independence Day. Until next time, you guys take it easy, stay awesome, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.